Tottenham Hotspur announced their first summer signing. Daniel Levy sells his stake in ENIC, or does he? And Thomas Frank's statement after leaving Tottenham Hotspur. Here is the weekly Tottenham News Review. Hi everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to the channel and to another edition of the weekly Tottenham News Review, where I'll be going through the main Spurs news, rumours and reports. My name's Lee The Dorset Spur, and if you're watching on YouTube, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, please hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. So it's been confirmed that Tottenham have made their first summer signing in Andy Robertson, the left back, ex-Liverpool player, 32 years of age, winning multiple awards over the years, lots of Premier League proven experience, and the sort of player that we were looking to bring in to give the younger players someone to learn from and to look up to and to develop with. So Roberto De Zerbi said that Andy is someone I've admired for a number of years, and he will bring outstanding technical qualities, experience, leadership and mentality to our team. He is a proven winner at the highest level over a long period, and is someone who can be a big player for us both on and off the pitch. I can't wait to start working with him and seeing the positive impact he will have on everyone around him. Johan Langer also released a statement that said, "We are delighted to welcome Andy to the club. First and foremost, he is an outstanding left back, one of the best of all time in the Premier League, and someone who will improve our squad. In addition, his quality, character and leadership have been evident throughout a career in which he has regularly competed for and won major honours. And his professionalism and commitment will also be invaluable to the development of our squad, and he shares our ambition and determination to bring success back to the club. We are excited for Andy's new chapter with us and look forward to having him here after the World Cup." The other big story that has broken on Friday was a press release from 8 Sports Capital, who said that they have acquired 24.99% of a stake in Tottenham Hotspur's parent company ENIC from Daniel Levy. So the statement reads, London, the 5th of June, 8 Sports Capital Limited today announced the signing of a sale and purchase agreement to acquire 24.99% interest in ENIC Sports and Development Holdings Limited, the parent company of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. The transaction is structured through the acquisition from Oakchester Limited of the entire issued share capital of Wahlberg Holdings Limited and Larkin Limited, pursuant to the sale and purchase agreement. The target companies together beneficially hold 24.99% of the issued ordinary share capital of ENIC. Oakchester Limited is owned by Whitmill Trust Company in Gibraltar, acting as trustee of the Levy Children's Trust and the Wahlberg Discretionary Trust, which are family trusts established for the benefit of Daniel Levy's children. A spokesman for 8 Sports Capital Limited stated, "We are delighted to have signed the agreement to acquire a significant stake in ENIC. We look forward to working with the club's shareholders, management staff, players and fans to support Tottenham Hotspur's continued growth and success. The parties have agreed that no further public comment will be made regarding the commercial terms of this transaction." So, an ENIC spokesperson on the claims from 8 Sports Capital Limited that they've purchased Daniel Levy's stake in the club, we can confirm that neither ENIC nor THFC are aware of any sale by Daniel Levy's family trust of its minority stake in ENIC. THFC's parent company. The THFC board and executive team remain focused on delivering the commitments we set out to our fans at the end of the season. So, finally, a statement has come out from Thomas Frank, the first time he has spoken since he departed Tottenham Hotspur, and it reads as follows. I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who has reached out over the past few months. Your support and encouragement has been greatly appreciated. Leaving Tottenham has given me the chance to step back and reflect on my journey so far. Football management is a profession that demands complete commitment every single day, and periods like this are a rare opportunity to assess, learn and gain a fresh perspective. From the outside, it may have looked like a time of many challenges at Tottenham when results were not what we wanted. From within, however, it becomes clear why the club is so special, full of talented people who work tirelessly every day. I have no doubt Tottenham has a bright future. Football remains a huge part of who I am, and I have chosen to use this time productively. Over coming months, besides spending time with family and friends, I will continue studying, observing and learning from other leaders, both within sport and beyond. I am also looking forward to covering the World Cup for Danish television and the BBC, as well as experiencing the Tour de France. Time away from the touchline is allowing me to broaden my perspective and gather insights that I look forward to bringing into my next challenge. There have been conversations and opportunities since leaving Spurs, but I have decided not to rush into the next role. For me, this summer is not the right time to go back into management. When the time is right, I will look forward to my return as a manager, ready to embrace the job with great energy and dedication. So, my thoughts on some of these stories. Well, Andy Robertson over the line, I think that's one that we was expecting to see. Generally, this wouldn't have been announced until the middle of June when the transfer window opens. That's why I thought it had been delayed so long. But I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad that the announcement has been made, and we can now focus on the next one that we need to get over the line. These may be a little bit more complicated, but I'm sure that if they're a free agent in the same way Robertson was, then we may well be able to make those announcements fairly quickly. If not, 15th of June, I think it should be all done and dusted, and announcements following fairly quickly. Andy Robertson, like it's been said in the comments by both Johan Langer and Roberto De Zerbi, very well-respected player who has won pretty much everything there is in the Premier League for sure, and in Europe. Brings a wealth of experience, a wealth of leadership. So I think they can only learn from him. Left back has been a bit of a problem for us anyway, because we haven't had a lot of cover there with natural cover anyway. I know we've brought in Sousa, who is only 19 years of age. Udogie, who has tended to have a lot of injury issues over the last couple of seasons, and then Jed Spence, who is essentially a right back playing at left back, tends to have to cut in a lot. So I'm looking forward to having a proper left-footed defensive player who can get up the pitch and put a cross in, which would be something that we've really lacked. But again, with that experience and leadership, will that help players like Sousa and Udogie to really develop in that role and have a really good character around the club? So yeah, I'm all for this signing. I thought it was a good thing that we started to look a little bit at some of these older players, not necessarily over the hill, but players that have been around a little bit longer but still have plenty to offer. He is only 32. People writing him off already, but 32, still very young in terms of ability for sure. This story about Daniel Levy and selling his shares in ENIC saying that they're not aware of it. I'm not a businessman. I don't know how that works, whether he is obliged to tell them that he is selling. I would assume that there would have been discussions to give them maybe the opportunity to purchase those shares themselves. But 8 Sports Capital Limited seem to be very clear that they have purchased them. There's a lot of detail in there. and it would be unusual for someone to put out that sort of statement if there wasn't any truth in it. I think, from what I understand, the top person in this is a guy who is a tech billionaire, a DJ. I think he tried to say that he'd bought Spurs. I don't know if it was last season or the season before, but I definitely remember the discussions about it. He is a Tottenham fan, American guy, but he's backed by some Asian billionaires as well. So I think they've got the money. I think he talked about putting £1 billion into the club for players, but whether that's realistic or not, I don't know. But as it says, ENIC are saying they don't know anything about it. So whether they would need to or not, I'm not too sure. I'm sure someone out there will know better than I about that situation. But I'm sure that will come to a lot more details over the coming weeks as more on this story sort of develops and people get to be aware of it. I am aware that Sky News have reached out to Daniel Levy for comment, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything yet to say whether that's right or not. And then just finishing off on the Thomas Frank story. Seems like a totally decent guy, a nice man, and so on. And I think that probably feels why he was not a success at Spurs. I do not believe that you can be that nice and demand the sort of respect that he really needed from these players. So yeah, feel a little bit sorry for him kind of moving on, although I won't feel too sorry for him with a few million that he's got in his back pocket for it anyway. But taking time out, going to do the World Cup for Danish TV, taking his time to develop his skills and learn a little bit. I'm sure he will be back in football before very much longer. I think once it's in your blood, it's in your blood, and I think once you've been up there as a top manager, then I think you're never going to get away from it, are you? So, yeah, for me, I'm pretty sure he comes back. He said some nice things about Tottenham in terms of why the club is special, full of talented people who work tirelessly and so on and so forth. I suspect there is a little bit in his NDA agreement that suggests that he can't say anything not very nice about the club, you would think anyway. So yeah, I say I'm sure he'll be back before very much longer, but it's nice to see that he's doing okay and he's enjoying his time off, and he's still got some bits and pieces to do with the World Cup and so on, and he's going to enjoy the Tour de France. So fair play to him. So yeah, that's it from me today. These stories kind of all broke on Friday, really, so I took the gloss off of everything else that's been going on this week in terms of just football signing rumours and that kind of stuff. So I thought it was good to concentrate on these particular subject. So as always, thanks for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you're watching on YouTube, please do like, comment and subscribe. If you're listening on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. I'm Lee The Dorset Spur. If you've got a thirst for YouTube, then do please follow me on my channel. It'd be great to have you over there. Come and say hi. It would be good to see you. I'll see you on the next one, and as always, up the Spurs.